When a car smashes into a light pole, who wins? You're about to find out. We've got Wham Bam in our channel name for a reason, so buckle up for 20 insane dashcam videos you won't see anywhere else. Mike was waiting at a traffic light when he spotted a driver coming from the left at high speed, and before he knew it, the car had wrecked into a light pole directly in front of him. The impact caused the car to roll over while the light pole came crashing down in the street. Mike called 911 before checking on the driver of the car, then waited for first responders to arrive. When police arrived, Mike shared his dashcam footage with them. An officer estimated the other driver's speed at 45 miles per hour at the time of the collision, a touch over the 30 mile per hour speed limit. Mike said the driver claimed his accelerator pedal had gotten stuck, causing the collision. Mike also thanked us for our videos and told us our channel is the reason he got a dashcam. We've got 19 more dashcam videos coming up, so hit that subscribe button and let's keep rolling. This submitter watched an SUV driver enter the intersection ahead of him while their light was flashing yellow, and just after the light for traffic from the left had changed from yellow to red. A pickup driver running their freshly red light T-boned the SUV as the driver made their unprotected left turn. The impact spun the SUV 180 degrees while the pickup ran over a retaining wall and became high-centered. Our submitter blocked the road before assessing the drivers for injuries, something he's highly qualified to do as he's actually a firefighter and was carrying medical equipment in his Chevy pickup. Thankfully, neither was seriously hurt. Donald was on his way to visit family on Christmas when a black Dodge Charger went speeding past him on the highway. The driver of another Dodge Charger, a Colorado State Trooper, also spotted the speeding driver. The trooper turned around in the median before taking off after the speeder, and moments later, Donald passed the scene as the trooper delivered a fresh serving of instant justice. This submitter told us his daughter was being a designated driver for her friends when she became distracted before running a red light in her Subaru Legacy. Our submitter's daughter was T-boned by a Ford F-150 with the right-of-way as she ran the red light. Thankfully, everyone involved has since made a full recovery from their injuries. Remember, kids, if you're the designated driver, that means your friends are counting on you to get them home safely. Don't get distracted and cause a collision that could cost you and them dearly. This submitter was casually cruising in his Lexus when furniture that wasn't properly secured in a pickup truck ahead of him suddenly tumbled into the road. Thankfully, our submitter was able to swerve to avoid hitting the furniture while the driver of the pickup slowed down to collect their cargo. Obviously, they'd forgotten to say, "That ain't going anywhere." I bet you won't see this one coming.
Fucking asshole.
Jack's father was driving through a green light, giving him the right of way, when an oncoming driver decided to turn across his lane. When it became obvious that a collision was imminent, the SUV driver aborted the turn. What Jack's father didn't see was that another driver was following the SUV through the turn, and he decided not to abort. Jack's father slammed on the brakes to avoid T-boning the Honda. Even so, Jack told us the Honda driver honked at them as though Jack's father had done something wrong. Thankfully, in spite of the Honda driver's incompetence, no collision occurred. This submitter was headed home after work when he proceeded across an intersection after waiting patiently for the light to turn green. Sadly for him, a driver on his left wasn't so patient. Our submitter heard screeching tires before a car slammed into the driver's side of his Chevy S10, spinning it completely around. Miraculously, a state trooper was nearby and witnessed the brutal collision. The trooper immediately summoned first responders. Sadly, our submitter's pickup was totaled by the collision. He also told us that the official police report revealed that the other driver had been impaired at the time. Cy was exiting the interstate on his way home one night when he noticed traffic ahead of him slowing down. Before he realized the cause, he ran over huge chunks of debris, likely the remains of a piece of furniture. Cy followed other drivers to the shoulder where they each examined their respective vehicles. Thankfully, a pickup truck had done most of the work demolishing the mystery object, and there was no visible damage to Cy's Mazda 3. When he got home, he noticed a dash notification indicating low tire pressure, and the next morning, 2 of his tires were completely flat. Both tires had to be replaced as they were too damaged to be patched. Heads up! Michael watched the car ahead of him at a traffic light get rammed head-on by an oncoming SUV. The impact spun the car into the front of Michael's Toyota Prius. Michael immediately called 911 to alert first responders. Michael told us that his Prius still needs to be examined to determine the extent of the damage, but he expects repair costs will be relatively minor, and in any case, he won't be paying for them. Hunter was on his way home from work one afternoon when the traffic ahead of him came to a sudden halt, forcing him to slam on his brakes. Check out what he witnessed in his rearview mirror. The driver behind Hunter barely avoided rear-ending his Ford F-150, and only by swerving was the driver of a lifted pickup able to avoid rear-ending the car. Thankfully, this ended up being no more than a scary series of close calls. Jared was driving down a highway near Reno when he watched a Tesla driver ahead of him in the exit lane apply the brakes before veering left, crossing every lane of the highway and slamming into the median barrier. The Model Y collided with the concrete barrier before finally coming to a stop. Jared doesn't know what caused this collision, but the application of the brakes and steering indicate the driver likely wasn't distracted. We also can reasonably conclude this wasn't a full self-driving error, as the driver could have taken control at any time to avoid the collision. What's your theory? Post it in the comments below. This submitter also spotted a Tesla driver making a creative maneuver, but this one definitely qualifies as a Tesla behaving badly. Our submitter was driving down a one-way street with an island in the middle that separates traffic allowed to turn left from traffic allowed to turn right. Watch what happened as he made a left turn through an intersection.
That Tesla man can't drive. That Tesla man can't drive.
A Model X driver who should have gone straight or turned right chose to turn left, nearly sideswiping our submitter's car. Thankfully, our submitter was able to brake to avoid a collision while honking to warn the other driver. Close the gap. Gabriel was on his way to class when the driver behind him yielded their right-of-way to a driver trying to turn left across the road into a driveway. But their well-intentioned deed pressured the driver into proceeding. There was no reason for the driver of the Chevy SUV to stop, and if they'd continued, the driver of the car would have been able to safely turn in a gap behind them instead. Remember, close the gap. It's not courteous, it's dangerous. Of course, if you're the turning driver in this scenario, don't proceed just because someone else has stopped for you. The right thing to do is wave them on and wait for a real opening in traffic. This submitter was on his way home after fueling up his Chevy Traverse when a hatchback driver with an obstructed view decided to go for it instead of waiting until he knew traffic was clear. Are we noticing a pattern here, people? Thankfully, our submitter was able to avoid T-boning the red hatchback by slamming on the brakes. At the same time, he honked to warn the other driver of his mistake before calming down and continuing on his way. Chris was on his way to work and had 5 minutes to go when an SUV exiting a gas station parking lot T-boned his Honda Accord as he was driving by. When Chris spoke with the other driver, he told Chris he'd been on his phone at the time of the collision. He also told Chris he didn't have insurance, and before you comment that it should be illegal to drive without insurance, it is. Even so, when police responded, they told Chris and the other driver they should come to an agreement. The SUV driver gave Chris $150 and his phone number, promising to pay the rest of his $500 insurance deductible later. When Chris tried to contact him to get the money, he agreed to meet but then never showed up. Chris ended up using his uninsured motorist coverage to lower his deductible to $250. Chris's insurance provider covered the rest of the $4,000 repair bill. Thankfully, nobody was injured in the collision. This emitter was headed into a parking garage that requires payment in order to exit. As he pulled up, he found two men holding the entrance door open so their friend could drive his car out of the garage without paying. Our submitter told us he parked his BMW i4 and had a good laugh about the situation. Signs indicate that the garage has video surveillance, so hopefully these scofflaws won't get away with using the garage for free. Violet was taking her sick son to the hospital when she watched an oncoming pickup collide with an SUV, making an unprotected left turn just as the traffic signal turned red. Violet reported the collision before returning to the scene and telling responding officers that she had dashcam footage of the incident. An officer collected her footage before she went on her way. The officer told her the pickup driver had been very aggressive and combative, and that they'd be citing her for causing the collision by running a red light. Violet wanted to shout out her son DK for being a trooper while they were delayed by the collision, along with his big brother VC and their father. They watch all the Wham Bam channels together, a true Wham Bam fam. Jake is a pizza delivery driver who had just gotten in his car to make a delivery when he watched an SUV driver leave a gap for a car exiting the parking lot, and letting it through nearly caused a collision. Once again, the SUV driver should not have done this. There's no law requiring that you leave room for vehicles to exit driveways, and the car hadn't even been waiting more than a few seconds. If we watch the footage either before or after this incident, it's clear the traffic on this road is light enough that drivers leaving this parking lot have plenty of opportunities to do so safely. Once again, the lesson is close the gap. Chris was on his way to work when he noticed the driver of a brown van slam on the brakes before losing control and sideswiping a black SUV in the neighboring lane. It looks like the van driver had been trying to avoid rear-ending another SUV, which indicates they might have been driving distracted. The impact sent the black SUV up onto an embankment before it returned to the highway. Chris told us the van drove off, so he followed it from a safe distance while notifying the Washington State Patrol that he'd witnessed a hit and run. He was later told that the van had been located, but he hasn't heard anything else. Chris also told us he thinks dashcams should be mandatory, as they save everyone from headaches, except the people causing collisions, of course. Don't forget to check the description for our dashcam recommendations. Roman was headed home with his family when they spotted a huge banana in the road. Check it out. We did some digging and found out this vehicle is called the Big Banana, and it was made from an old Ford F-150. The guy who made it drives all around the country giving people rides in it. Cool. This footage was captured while the Big Banana was driving through Florida. Watch this video next if you want to see a special episode featuring some of the worst of Florida's drivers. Or watch this video to see how to wreck 3 pickup trucks at once. I'm guessing that dropping them was a lot easier than picking them up. Get it?
Wham, bam, we got a Patreon man. Please support the show.